Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 3127, where we have 20 moves to collect 3 ingredients. Okay, so this is a super hard level. We've got the blue striped background and the skull to prove that to us. Plus, we've got just a mess on this board. We've got a lot of marmalade and licorice locks, and then the problem is we've also got these magic mixers. Sometimes they present a barrier, so I can't get this straight down here until I remove this, unless I slide it over. But even if they're not barriers to me, the problem is that they'll spew out more licorice locks and marmalade. So I have to try to get through all of this as quickly as possible, and it's really tough to do. And it is a super hard level, so I don't expect things to go my way right away. I expect to be here for a while trying to figure things out. But if I do get the opportunity to get something like a color bomb, I'm going to use it right away and try to concentrate everything down for myself. The more specials I can create on this board, the more explosions I can force, the greater the opportunity I'll have to clear things out. Okay, so now I can make this. Unfortunately, it's going to get consumed, but the good news is it's not that bad when it's the marmalade. It's much worse, I think, when it's the licorice lock. And eventually I have to be able to get down here. Now, I don't actually have to take out the magic mixers in order to beat this board. It's just a lot easier if I'm able to. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to, not this time round. I could do this. I'm actually just going to do this. Try to stay ahead of everything. For every 3 turns that I take that I don't strike them, they spew that out at me. And so it's hard to get a hold of the board. Sometimes we'll lose just by having the board filled up with licorice locks and marmalade. Let me go get some lives and I'll give that one another shot. Okay, so I get to start with a stripe here, which is nice. And do I move it over or do I take it where it is? I want to keep it where it is. I want to open this area here and really try to work down this way. Yikes. This is not going well. And I don't know of any better moves I could have made. Some boards are just like that. You're just going to get stuck from the beginning. And, oh well, that's why we've got more turns, right? So I see no escape to this. The more I play, the more these guys fill things in, and eventually I'm going to get to the point where it says I just don't have any moves available. It's holding on. It's just making me, kind of crazy with this. I'm not even paying attention to my moves now. I'm sure that I had better moves, but nothing was going to save that board. Okay, so let's go ahead and try again. If I can get a good start, then I can employ some strategy to help me. Now this is a better start. And we've got some cascading going here. It's not perfect. I'm going to have problems, but look at how much more open this board is now compared to the last one. Oh, I love this. It's also going to strike these guys. And if I strike them often enough, I don't know how many times often enough is on this particular board. But if I strike them often enough, then they will just disappear for me. Now look at this. I slid this over, and if I could open that up, that would be perfect. But I have to open this side up and leave this here. And I don't see my opportunity for that right now. But let's just make some crazy things. Oh, look, there's my opportunity for that. Ha 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 ha! So that's one of my strategies, trying to move these away from the spot where they're going to come down and conflict with the magic mixer. If we can do that. That's a tough thing. Okay, so if we can't, then we just try to blow it up, and at this point in time it has to be an aerial attack. Ah, look at this, or a side attack. That's going to blow that up. There we go. So now this is open. So now I have a much better shot at getting this done, right? I do this. Now if I can just set this off, that'll open things up, or I just take it out directly. There we go. All right, so that's how I beat this board. I look for opportunities to get a purchase on this to open it up. Once it's open, if I can make marks against the magic mixers, I will. Or if I can move an ingredient away from the magic mixer, that's also a really good way to try to get things going. Now, once you have an open board, it's easier to make specials. Just by making moves low to the ground, the cascade will create specials for you. So the more you can open that board, the more luck you're going to get by having those created. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, I ask that you consider liking and subscribing. That was my 5th playthrough for recording purposes. And as always, thanks so much for watching.